Andy Dobos and Deneen Bernier of Three Red Trees School of Natural Living bring their skills, knowledge, and enthusiasm to White Memorial all year round. Their edible plant walk and identification was enriched through the experiential nature of their teaching methods.
Within sight of where we are now, more or less within sight.
This adventure embarked with a game designed to help hone the ability to discern patterns, shapes, colors, the minutiae of nature that both informs and delights.
15 minutes.
You get to study it. Study it first. Look at all the patterns. You can still get time.
And off the group went, trying to identify the plants that they had just studied.
I found this one, and this one.
We're working on it. We have quite an assortment here. Maybe not quite a dozen, but
yeah, we're working together.
Excellent.
I have stuff.
Good stuff.
I have a bug. I have a little aphid thing, I believe. Clover.
It's in the cup, you pour boiling water over it, and it has a lot of vitamin C. If you steep it long enough, you can get a large amount of vitamin C. People say more than, orange juice. So you could use that to treat a cold or anything you would treat vitamin C with. And it just tastes good.
Preparing for your adventures in wild foraging, it's important to take a few things into consideration. To be safe and to be healthy and to make good choices. First, we want you to be aware of what is dangerous, what are the hazards. We don't have very many plants in our region of New England that are super dangerous, but having good resources, having someone who can tell you yes or no, that is exactly what that plant is that you think it is when you look at your resource book, and having someone who's actually eaten the plant before as a third resource is a wonderful way to ensure that you are making a healthy decision when you're collecting plants.
And you can see in the center there's this white starchiness. That you can eat. It's starch. It's sugars. This bit is pretty fibrous, so like you might chew on this and suck the starch out. But when the more towards the base, this part in the middle of this, yeah, there we go.
that's it.
This part you could just eat
It's
straight.
a complex carbohydrate, right?
Yes. Yeah. Like a root kind of thing, pretty much. Now, this has swamp water on it, so we're not going to eat it straight. You could. Sometimes, like if you find them above the water, they're safe. You could just steam them real quick, long enough just to kill the beaver fever in the water there.
One more aspect to take into consideration when collecting food from the wild is to evaluate how abundant this particular plant is in the environment that you have found it in. If it is very, very, very abundant, and if for as far as you can see you find these beautiful wildflowers that you're going to eat, then there's quite a bit that you could collect. We generally recommend that you take about 10% of what you find. And that way there's an abundance remaining so that that plant can grow year after year after year. If you come to a landscape where there's only 2 or 3 plants, then maybe that is a point where you can admire but maybe not consume, pick, eat. We want those plants to flourish into the future.